Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha. So we completed our 13 chapters and the Purvangam, Kavachargala Kilakam. The last 30 classes, I think, we are doing the 31st session. Each class is about 2 hours at least minimum. So we have spent more than like 60 hours. And I think it was fruitful for many who chanted Devi Mahatmyam during the last Magha Navaratri. We have been getting a lot of feedback how they were able to relate the chanting with the understanding of the words. That makes a lot of difference. And with this, Devi Mahatmyam doesn't end. We still have 3 more sections, 3 more small chapters called Rahasya Trayam. Trayam means 3. Rahasya. So the Rahasyam means the secret. Secret of what? Secret of the Upasya Devata of the Saptashati. This, as we know, the Raja, the king and the trader merchant meet the Rishi by chance in the forest. And they didn't know who they were talking about, who the Rishi was explaining about initially. But then Rishi takes them through the journey of Devi. He explains how she manifested herself, how she was brought into to be seen by others, and how the way she helped all the devas in getting back their position, their prosperity and everything. And then finally she ends up with the Varapradhanam. After the king and the trader do tapasya for 3 years, and we saw how they did the tapasya in the forest, giving up every food and even sleep and everything. It was a one focused ekagra chitta tapasya they did. And then Devi manifests and she gives the Varapradhana to the king and the merchant. Merchant seeks only moksha, that is mumukshatvam, that is he wants the mama and aham, the I and myself, to be removed from his dictionary, and she grants him that jnana, whereas the king is still thinking of his kingdom. He wants his Rahasyam back with the same dignity, and he wants to be ruling that kingdom forever with no enemies. And then Devi proceeds to give the blessing to him, whatever he wanted. And not only that, she also grants him a boon to become the Manu in the next Manvantara, in the Savarani Manvantara. So after this king gets crowned, he goes back to his kingdom. Like Devi said, he gets back his kingdom, he becomes the king. He is now wondering who this Devi is. How should I do the upasana to her? Where did she come from? What is the Mula Prakriti? What is the source of this Devi? He said, okay, the Rishi has given so many stories about her, how the Devas got together, how the energy manifested into one Nari, one female Swarupa, and she appears. And then, but he wants to know further how this entire universe is created by her, who is the Mula Prakriti, and what is the origin of the Devi. And he goes back to the Rishi and he says, explain to me in detail, and the Rahasya, and mainly to know about the Upasya Devata, who is to be invoked, and how I should do the prayers, and in what way the entire Upasana should be done. So that is his question to the Rishi now. Now the next Rahasya Traya, all the 3 Rahasyas, they are in the form of a conversation between the Rishi and this king. So the trader is not here, merchant is not here. He has already got the jnana. He doesn't need anything more, right? He has got to the end point of the journey. But the king is still eager to know about the entire Upasana and everything about Devi. So all of this is again a conversation, just like Saptashati. Rahasyatraya is also a conversation between the Rishi and the king. So the Suratha and Sumedhas, they are talking to each other, and the first verse starts with Raja Uvacha, right? And before that, we have, because it's a new section, we did the Rishi Chandas and everything for the Saptashati, right? All the three Charitras. For Rahasyatraya also, we have the Rishyadi Nyasa. Rishyadi Nyasa means the Nyasa starting with Rishi, meaning Rishi, Chandas, and Kilakam, and then all the Devatas and everything, the Bijam, Shakti and everything. So we will start with the Rishyadi Nyasa for the Rahasyatraya. The first Rahasya is called the Prādhānika Rahasya. Prādhānikam means the Pradhana, that is the most important, the core of the entire thing. The creation, the core means the, what is the Moola, the origin. So that is why it is called the Prādhānika Rahasyam. And it starts with this the Rishyadi Nyasa, and with that we will learn the chanting.
So the Prādhānikam is actually the most important Rahasyam of the three Rahasyas. All the three are Rahasyam, they are important. But because it's most important, this is called Prādhānikam, or the first and foremost is called Prādhānikam. Because this Rahasyam, the Prādhānika Rahasyam, is going to describe in detail to the king. The kings are asking, you told us to pray to some Shakti, some feminine power. So now tell me in detail, who is that power? Who is she? I want to know in detail. That is what they are asking. And that is what is in the Prādhānika Rahasyam. So we explained that the most important part of this, in the first chapter, we explained that the main player or the hero of this is the Mahamaya. So who is that Mahamaya? What can you explain more is what is in the Prādhānika Rahasyam, because that is what they first want to know. Then later on, the other Rahasyam, it will be like how to do puja. That is all later. But right now, the first question is, first tell me who is that person. Then I will decide whether I have to do prayer or not. What is that person's capability? What is the capacity? First, I want to know all of that. Then you can know whether you want to do prayer or you don't want. Right? So that is why the king is now asked. After having done all that, he still wants to know the secrets, because this has never been revealed until now. The Devi, the Rishi, Markandeya, all of them they have told the story, but they have not revealed the true nature of that Mahamaya. So that is what we are going to learn today. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Asya Shri Saptashati Rahasyatrayasya Narayana Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Mahakali Mahalakshmi Mahasarasvatyo Devata Yatokta Phalavaptyartham Yathokta Phalavaptyartham Jape Viniyogaha
जपे विनियोगः
राजोवाच
राजोवाच राजोवाच
भगवन्नवतारामे
भगवन्नवतारामे भगवन्नवतारामे
चण्डिकायास्त्वयोदिताः
चण्डिकायास्त्वयोदिताः चण्डिकायास्त्वयोदिताः
भगवन्नवतारामे चण्डिकायास्त्वयोदिताः
भगवन्नवतारामे चण्डिकायास्त्वयोदिताः भगवन्नवतारामे चण्डिकायास्त्वयोदिताः
एतेषां प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन्
एतेषां प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन् एतेषां प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन्
प्रधानं वक्तुमर्हसि
प्रधानं वक्तुमर्हसि प्रधानं वक्तुमर्हसि
एतेषां प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन् प्रधानं वक्तुमर्हसि
एतेषां प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन् प्रधानं वक्तुमर्हसि एतेषां प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन् प्रधानं वक्तुमर्हसि
भगवन्नवतारामे चण्डिकायास्त्वयोदिताः
एतेषां प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन् प्रधानं वक्तुमर्हसि भगवन्नवतारामे चण्डिकायास्त्वयोदिताः एतेषां प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन् प्रधानं वक्तुमर्हसि.
So Raja Uvacha. So first of all, the Rishi Chandas, how do you say that? Brahma Vishnu Rudra Rishiyaha. You touch the top of the forehead. Anushtup Chandaha on the mouth. And then Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswatyo Devataha. And then you have Yathokta Phala Vaptyartham.
Phala.
So
Yathokta, Yatha Ukta. The one which is Yatha Ukta is the one which is said or what the
when said.
Yeah, when said, and also the type of fruits which are granted by saying this, all of them are granted.
To attain
that phala,
the phala,
which are granted by those who chant this, let me be granted those boons because I am chanting now.
For that reason, I am doing the japa of the Rahasya Traya. So basically what it means is Rahasya Traya chanting is important. Many people think that, okay, I have done the 13 chapters. I am done with it. I have the Varapradhana is done. I am also going to get the Varam. Let me finish it off here. No. So this word is very important here. Yatha Ukta Phala Avaptyartham. To get the benefits, to get the phala, let me jape vinyogaha. Let me, this japa that I am going to do of the Rahasya Traya will grant me all those phala.
Like all those boons which are for Navakshari Japa, for Devi Mahatmyam Parayanam,
Charitra
all that
Parayana, everything.
which we did in 12th chapter, all of that you get this by chanting this
Rahasya Traya. So Rahasya Traya is supposed to be not skipped at all. Okay. So whenever, of course, when we do in a group chanting, we sometimes
only
say
one person
can chant and rest of us, we will do another, some Lalita Sahasranam or something else. But it is traditionally, it is said that it has to be chanted to get the phala. Of course, when it is a group, it is a community prayer. It is for the sankalpa itself will be not personally will be taken. When we do group chanting, it is for the benefit of all, right? So that phala that one person is going to get will also be for the benefit of all. That is why we say that. But if you're going to do a chanting individually, don't skip it, please. So this Rahasya Traya is very important. That was one thing that I wanted to tell. And then we proceed with Raja Uvacha, meaning Raja says, who the king. who came in the previous story, right? In the Charitram, he speaks up. He says Bhagavan. Bhagavan is who? He's addressing the Rishi. Bhagavan Chandikayaha avataraha. All those avatara of Chandika. Bhagavan avatara may means to me. You told me, Uditaha means you told me, O Brahman, Bhagavan, you told me all the avatars of Chandika, right? In all the 13 chapters.
Because we saw many, right? Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaswati.
So many Devis
We also
came.
saw the Ashtamatrikas, Rami, Mahesha, all the Ashtamatrikas.
Shivaduti, so many people
Then
came.
we have in the
Kali,
11th chapter Brahmari, all of the
Brahmari,
Bhima,
Shakambari,
Shakam.
Bhima.
Yeah.
So many of them came, right? So he's saying, you told me so many avatars of Chandika. Now, Yetesham, all of these avatars, Prakritim, who is the Moola Prakriti of all these avatars?
There should be some cause for all
these avatars to happen, right?
So,
Yetesham Prakritim, all these avatars that you told me, the Prakriti, the Moola Prakriti of these avatars, Brahman, that is, Brahman, he is addressing the Rishi as Brahman. Pradhanam Bhaktum Arhasi, that is Prakritim Pradhanam, that Pradhana Prakriti, Moola Prakriti of these avatars, Pradhanam Prakriti, O Brahman, Etayasham, of all these avatars, Bhaktum Arhasi. Bhaktum Arhasi means worthy. You are only worthy, you are the worthy person to tell me about all these. The Moola, the Pradhana
is the essence of all of the
avatars and the Moola Prakriti of all these avatars. Only you are capable to explain to me, says the king. Let us see what the Rishi says.
Aradhyam yanmaya devyah.
Aradhyam yanmaya devyah. Aradhyam yanmaya devyah.
Swarupam yena chadvija.
Swarupam yena chadvija. Swarupam yena chadvija.
So Devyaha Swarupam, we combine as Devya Swarupam. Visarga will be dropped. Aradhyam yanmaya Devya Swarupam yena chadvija.
Aradhyam yanmaya Devya Swarupam yena chadvija. Aradhyam yanmaya Devya Swarupam yena chadvija.
Vidhina bruhi sakalam.
Vidhina bruhi sakalam. Vidhina bruhi sakalam.
Yathavat pranatasya me.
Yathavat pranatasya me. Yathavat pranatasya me.
Vidhina bruhi sakalam yathavat pranatasya me.
Vidhina bruhi sakalam yathavat pranatasya me. Vidhina bruhi sakalam yathavat pranatasya me. Aradhyam yanmaya devya swarupam yena chadvija. Vidhina bruhi sakalam yathavat pranatasya me. Aradhyam yanmaya devya swarupam yena chadvija. Vidhina bruhi sakalam yathavat pranatasya me.
So he says, the Raja, he tells, first you tell me the Moola Prakriti, and then he says, Aradhyam yen maya, maya yena vidhina, with what vidhi should this Devi be done Aradhana by me?
How she should be
How
worshipped.
she should be worshipped, and what is her Swarupa? In which Swarupa should I worship? Okay. Because you have told me about so many devatas, right? So many devis you brought into the story. Which Swarupa should I be worshipping, contemplating her on, right? And then tell me, Vidhina, tell me all the thing in the Vidhi. like the
Sequence.
proper paddhati? Please explain
Sequence.
to me.
Like I want to know the correct procedure to do the puja so that I can do it properly. So
Properly.
that is what he's asking the guru, the rishi here. Rishuruvacha idam rahasyam paramam anakhyeyam prachakshate idam rahasyam paramam anakhyeyam prachakshate bhaktositi na me kinchit tava vachyam naradhipa. So kinchit it will become kinchit, kinchid and tava will become kinchit tava. Bhakto siti na me kinchit tava vachyam naradhipa. Idam rahasyam paramam anakhyeyam prachakshate bhakto siti na me kinchit tava vachyam naradhipa. Idam rahasyam paramam anakhyeyam prachakshate bhakto siti na me kinchit tava vachyam naradhipa.
So he says, Rishi now says, idam rahasyam, this rahasya, the rahasya about the Moola Prakriti, Paramam, it is that rahasya, Paramam rahasyam, it is extremely secret. This thing about the Moola Prakriti is Paramam rahasyam, it is extremely secret and it is anakhyeya. Akhyeya means to be told or to be disclosed or confessed. Anakhyeya means opposite, not to be told.
Not to be disclosed.
Not to be disclosed. This is an extreme, like very, very
secret.
Very highly secretive, and it cannot be confessed or disclosed to anyone. But you are bhaktaha asi. You are my bhakta. That is, he is Rishi's shishya, the disciple, right? So to a disciple, there is nothing to be hidden. Nothing should be hidden from a disciple by the guru. So, but you are being my bhakta. Because you are being my bhakta, there is nothing that I should hide from you. Okay, avachyam, that is, there is nothing that should not be told to you.
Vachyam means,
Vachyam means to be told. Avachyam means there is nothing that kinchita na. There is nothing to be not told to you because you are my bhakta.
So vachyam told, avachyam should not be told. Na avachyam is nothing not to be told. So double negative. It means I can tell you because you are my bhakta. So this same is actually in the Veda, in the Upanishad, in the Kaula Upanishad. It says Atma Ragasyam. Atma is the Parama Ragasyam, which is the Brahma Ragasyam. Atma Ragasyam na vadet. You cannot share secret to anybody public. Then it's, so next line is Shishyaya vadet. But you can only tell to your disciples. Shishyaya vadet. So you have to understand. So you can think, if it is too much, like it is top secret, then why is that Rishi telling the Raja? So he is also giving, I know it is anakhayam, cannot be told, but because you are bhakta, see, you are my disciple. That is why I am telling you.
There is one thing here, not only my disciple, bhakta, but also Devi's bhakta. You are also believing in Devi.
Both, yeah.
There could be a disciple who could be a bhakta to the guru, but not believing in her.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No. So this bhakta here is very important because he is devoted to both Guru and Devi.
Devi, both.
King.
King, yeah.
Nara Adhipa.
Nara means men. Adhipa is the chief, so
Ruler.
chieftain for
Chieftain.
men, which is king. Yeah. Sarvasyadya Mahalakshmi.
सर्वस्याद्या महालक्ष्मीः सर्वस्याद्या महालक्ष्मीः
Triguna Parameshwari.
त्रिगुणा परमेश्वरी त्रिगुणा परमेश्वरी.
So Mahalakshmi and Triguna will combine as Mahalakshmi's Triguna. So the Visarga will change to is sound. Sarvasyadya Mahalakshmi's Triguna Parameshwari.
सर्वस्याद्या महालक्ष्मी त्रिगुणा परमेश्वरी सर्वस्याद्या महालक्ष्मी त्रिगुणा परमेश्वरी.
Lakshya Lakshya Swarupa Sa.
लक्ष्या लक्ष्य स्वरूपा सा लक्ष्या लक्ष्य स्वरूपा सा
Vyapya Kritsnam Vyavasthita.
व्याप्य कृष्णं व्यवस्थिता व्याप्य कृष्णं व्यवस्थिता.
Lakshya Lakshya Swarupa Sa. Vyapya Kritsnam Vyavasthita.
लक्ष्या लक्ष्य स्वरूपा सा व्याप्य कृष्णं व्यवस्थिता लक्ष्या लक्ष्य स्वरूपा सा व्याप्य कृष्णं व्यवस्थिता. सर्वस्याद्या महालक्ष्मी त्रिगुणा परमेश्वरी लक्ष्या लक्ष्य स्वरूपा सा व्याप्य कृष्णं व्यवस्थिता. सर्वस्याद्या महालक्ष्मी त्रिगुणा परमेश्वरी लक्ष्या लक्ष्य स्वरूपा सा व्याप्य कृष्णं व्यवस्थिता.
So Vyavasthita Dirgham Vyavasthita.
So now Rishi proceeds to say, now he is going to say the Srishti Krama, how the universe is created, everything is created in the manner of creation. Okay, so that is what you have to remember. He could start from anywhere, right? It could be Samhara, like from the created universe, he could merge into Devi. You could tell that way also. But this Rahasya Traya is a Srishti Krama. It is starting from the Mula Prakriti, how everything starts. So Sarvasya Adya. Sarvasya means for all the Prapancha, the entire universe. Adya, she is the first. Okay. Who is she? She is the Mahalakshmi. Sarvasyadya Mahalakshmi. Triguna, she is in the Samya Avastha of three gunas. Samya Avastha means in equilibrium of all the three gunas. So she has a combination of all the three gunas in equal proportion.
One third, one third, one third.
One third. So there is nothing like one is dominating the other two. Okay, in the Samya Avastha of all the three gunas, she is the Parameshwari. She is the Parama Ishwari, like the superlative Ishwari.
And you all know the three gunas, right?
Sattva, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. So all the three gunas are in equilibrium and she is the Parameshwari. And what is her name? She is the Mahalakshmi. And Sa Lakshya Alakshya Swarupa Sa. Sa means she. He is referring to that Parameshwari Mahalakshmi. Lakshya Alakshya Swarupa. How is her Swarupa? Lakshya means that which can be seen or perceived by the Indriyas. Okay, you can see this TV, you can see the sofa, you can see somebody in the green sari, in the red sari, man, woman, and everything, right? So Lakshya means that which can be perceived using your Indriyas. Alakshya means which cannot be seen. Which cannot be seen. So Lakshya, Alakshya, Swarupa. Her Swarupa, sometimes she is being seen and sometimes she is not being seen, and what does she do? She is Vyapya Kritsnam Vyavasthita. Kritsnam means the entire universe. All the entire
Universe.
the world. She is Vyavasthita means she is situated. She is there, present. How is she present? Vyapya. She is completely pervading. She is pervasive.
Everything.
Completely pervading the entire universe as a Lakshya or Alakshya. To be seen or not to be seen by the Indriyas.
Matulungam gadam khetam.
Matulungam gadam khetam. Matulungam gadam khetam.
Panapatram cha bibhrati.
Panapatram cha bibhrati. Panapatram cha bibhrati.
Matulungam gadam khetam. Panapatram cha bibhrati.
Matulungam gadam khetam. Panapatram cha bibhrati. Matulungam gadam khetam. Panapatram cha bibhrati.
Nagam lingam cha yonim cha.
Nagam lingam cha yonim cha. Nagam lingam cha yonim cha.
Bibhrati nripamurdhani.
Bibhrati nripamurdhani. Bibhrati nripamurdhani.
Nagam lingam cha yonim cha. Bibhrati nripamurdhani.
Nagam lingam cha yonim cha. Bibhrati nripamurdhani. Nagam lingam cha yonim cha. Bibhrati nripamurdhani. Matulungam gadam khetam. Panapatram cha bibhrati. Nagam lingam cha yonim cha. Bibhrati nripamurdhani. Matulungam gadam khetam. Panapatram cha bibhrati. Nagam lingam cha yonim cha. Bibhrati nripamurdhani.
So this, I want to slightly elaborate this Lakshya Lakshya Swarupa. You have to understand that very clearly. So Lakshya means, I told you, that which can be perceived by Indriyas. That is the Saguna Swarupa of the Brahman. It has all the attributes. Okay. The Alakshya Swarupa is the Nirguna Swarupa of Brahman, which has no attributes. That which cannot be perceived. Now, you all know that any Devata has the Sthula Rupa and Sukshma Rupa, right? Sthula means with all the Karacharanadi Avayavas, like whatever, like they have hands, legs, 4 hands, 5, so many things, right? All the Swarupa. That is called the Lakshya Swarupa. Alakshya Swarupa is the Sukshma Swarupa. So, the Jnanis can perceive the Sukshma Swarupa. Those who are meditating, the Tapasvis and Jnanis, they can perceive the Sukshma Swarupa. Although I told you, she cannot be perceived by Indriyas. So, Sukshma Swarupa can be perceived only by the Jnanis or the Tapasvis, not through their Indriyas, not through their eyes. You should understand. That is why when you chant the mantras or anything, there is nothing to describe her through the mantra. It is an Alakshya Swarupa mantra, right? The mantra Swarupa is Alakshya. It has to be only felt. It can be only experienced. But the Lakshya Swarupa is the Dhyana Shloka of a mantra, which actually describes the entire mantra, how the Devata is. So that you have to understand. But to understand the Sthula Rupa, Jnanis use the Sukshmopasana. Right? Through the mantra japa, they are also able to perceive the Sthula Rupa of Devata. That is why they get that form. That is why the Dhyana Shloka is being created by the Rishi. Through their own Sukshmopasana. Right? So the mantra Swarupa, the Sukshma Upasana leads them to the Sthula Swarupa of the Devata. And Just like this Mahalakshmi, who is the Lakshya and Alakshya Swarupa, just like a pot which is made of mud, you see the pot, it is created into the shape of the pot. The mud is being shaped into a pot, right? That, but the mud is pervading the entire pot. That is how Mahalakshmi is pervading the entire universe through her Lakshya Swarupa and Alakshya Swarupa. It's too complicated?
Yeah.
You understand? You have to just give it a thinking.
See, so like any Lakshya Swarupa is the Sthula. When you go to a temple or in your home, you have a picture. You have a picture of Devi. That is Lakshya Swarupa. It has, like we say, Saguna means it has the Sattva, Rajas, Tamo Guna, all of that. But when it has no attributes, then it is say Nirguna. You cannot be seen, right? So, for example, I am telling somebody just went past behind, but I could not see properly. Can any one of you describe so that I can draw that picture? Then because you are all looking at me, say no, we did not look back, right? So there is no, you cannot say that this is the description because nobody has seen. But the rishis, if the rishi is sitting here, they have not seen somebody going back, but then they go into the meditative state and do with the mantra upasana, and then they are able to perceive
the form, the Swarupa.
Just by closing their eyes, they can see that is this is the form. So that is how they perceive the Devi's form, and that is what they are describing here. What the Devi they perceive, the rishis are describing here.
So how she is pervading it? She is pervading just like the mud, which is pervading through the pot, right? The entire pot is made of mud. How the mud is in every part of the pot, every
part
small
of
part of the pot, right? That is how this Devi, she is pervading the entire universe. This andam, this entire prapancham, like a mud which is pervading the entire pot, she is pervading the entire prapancha.
So she is everywhere. Sarva Vyapi. So if somebody asks where, everywhere she is. So that is her pervasiveness of that. And what is, according to Shastra, that pervasiveness is what we say the Parabrahman, who is the one who is always ever pervasive.
So the next verse, Matulungam Gadam Khetam Panapatram cha Bibhrati. Now Rishi is explaining the Lakshya Swarupa of the Devi. How is she? She is holding Matulungam. Matulungam means it is given as citrus fruit or the Shriphala. Shriphala means the Vilva Phala. So Matulungam is a fruit she is holding. It could be either citrus fruits or the Vilva Phala, which is also called the Shriphala. There is a verse in the Tantras which describe this Mula Prakriti as holding up Shriphala. So that is why they are relating this Matulungam with Shriphala. And Gadam Khetam, she is holding Gada. Gada is mace. Khetam. Khetam is
shield.
The shield, the round shield, right? And then Panapatram. In the fourth hand, she is holding a vessel with some drink in it so that she can quench her thirst. So one a small vessel with pana, with some drink in it, and she has in one hand Gada, then Khetam, the shield, and then Matulungam, that is the citrus fruit or the Shriphala also, the Vilva Phala. Bibhrati means she is holding. Then Nagam Lingam cha Yonim cha. Nagam means serpent, right? Nagam. Lingam, she is holding a linga. Yonim cha, she is also holding a yoni. Where is she holding all this? Bibhrati. Bibhrati means holding. Nripa. Nripa is Raja. Oh Raja. The Rishi is addressing Raja. Murdhani. in her shiras. So all of these, which one? Nagam, Lingam, and Yonimcha. All the three of them she is holding in her
Head.
shiras. So I want you to go take a look at the Kolhapur Mahalakshmi Vigraha. She will exactly have all of these. Okay?
Kolhapur, two very famous Mahalakshmi temples.
Yes.
One is in Kolhapur and one is in Bombay, Mumbai.
Mumbai. So Mumbai is Mahakali Mahalakshmi, the Vyashti Swarupa. But in this Swarupa of Matulungam, Gadam, Khetam, Panapatram, and Nagam, Lingam, Cha, Yonim, Cha, you will not, it says Murdhani, right? In Kolhapur Mahalakshmi Vigraha, you will not see Nagam, Lingam, and Yoni on top of her head. But when you go the top of the altar, through steps on the side, you will see a Shivalinga with Yoni and Nagam. That is all not for public. It is hidden in the upper portion of the temple. So it has been, it is right there. You can literally see all of them. But in the Laksha, when we see the Vigraha, you will see only these four hands with the Matulungam, Gadam, Khetam, and Panapatram. For this, okay, let's proceed. There is specific reason. What is the function of these four? Why is she holding them? Okay, we'll look at it very soon. And then you've not done the next verse, right?
Yeah. So again, so the word Matulungam, there is another part of it is Matulingam also. So there is one more, but we always use the word pata Matulungam, and also the Matulungam is it has been described in many texts before, like in the Ayurvedic texts, particularly related to medicinal, and also in relating to different types of plants. So generally, the today in the biology, like a name for that particular Matulungam is root ACI. So that is the name of that biological name. It's called root ACI. That's how it's pronounced. It's root root ACI. So it's RUTACEAE. So that's how it's pronounced, root ACI. So that is the first primary. There are many from that particular type of plant which comes out of that type of species. The main is the vilva fruit, which has again a lot of medicinal property, and also many of the citrus fruits like orange, lemon, and passion fruit. There are many. So if you take that family of that, it's a large family, that Rutaceae, and one of the main is the vilva fruit, and also the citrus fruits. Commonly, people use the citrus fruit more common, but you have to think that the vilva is also a same form of the same species from a plant. Like a biology student would know that it is very similar. And also the Matulungam, particularly the those who have translated this Matulungam from the South Indian perspective, South India, commentators who are South Indians, or specifically those who are Tamil, because not South Indian, but specifically Tamil people who have actually translated, they have translated Matulungam as the pomegranate.
Matulai, we have the word Matulai for
pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
In Tamil, Matulam means pomegranate, because Atulam means
incomparable.
Tulam means there is a Tulabaram. Tulam means something which is comparable. Tulam means comparable. Atulam not comparable. So this is Atulam means there is nothing to compare this fruit, because that is the greatest fruit ever. So they call the pomegranate as Matulam. So they call, and so but it is very difficult to actually know exactly. Like if you go to the Kolhapur Mahalakshmi temple and see the Vigraha, you cannot know whether it is like what is that fruit, right? because there is no color. It is just that with color, if it is green, you can say Vilvam, it is red, because there is no color. So you cannot actually know what fruit it is. But today, in that region, like near Kolhapur, you can say that of pomegranate is grown, that of citrus fruits is also grown. That is one thing. So, but that is not you cannot say for sure. But from the meaning of that word Matulungam, I think we can safely assume that it is the either citrus fruit or the Vilva fruit. But there is another tantra, right, which is which is called Renuka Mahatmyam. So it says Dakshinadaha Karap Patre Murdhve Kaumedakim Tatha Vamotha Ketakam Dhatte Sri Phalam Tad Adhaha Kare. So here that tantra also explains exactly this Chandika Mahalakshmi, or this Adya Lakshmi, which the Rishi is saying, but it is not using the word Matulungam. Instead of directly, it says Sri Phala. So Sri Phala there is no confusion at all, because there is only one fruit which is called Sri Phala. The whole you can have thousands of fruits, but is there any other fruit called Sri Phala? Only one fruit, which is Vilva Phala. Only the Vilva Phala is called Sri Phalam. And the Vriksha, Vilva Vriksham, is called Sri Vriksham. So it is Sri Vriksham and Sri Phalam. So that clearly says she is holding Sri Phalam and Kaumedaki. Kaumodaki. Kaumodaki literally is the captivator of mind. It is the Gada of the Mahavishnu who is holding the Gada. That Gada's name is Kaumodaki.
So instead of Gada, it is referring Kaumodaki.
Kaumodaki means Gada only.
Understand, she is holding a Gada.
Because Kaumodaki is the name of the Gada held by Mahavishnu. So you can say that Kaumodaki means Gada. So Gada is there. Then Dakshinadha Karab Patram. So Patram is the Pana Patram, or the Patram which she uses particularly like for a victory drink or any time she wants. So she has that Pana Patram. Then Gada. Then Ketakam, Vamotha Ketakam. So it says in the left hand, right hand also, it's very clear. So she has four hands, like left upper, right lower, left lower, all of that very clearly it is explaining
in the Renuka
Mahatmyam. So Sri Padam. So from that we can conclude that, because there is one more where it says instead of saying citrus, which is the same Matulungam family, it is saying the Sri Phala. We can most like again, there is nothing conclusive, but we can take that Sri Phalam is the what Devi is holding. Yeah.
So more understanding about behind what are these referring to, right? So this Mahalakshmi is holding Matulungam, Gadam, Khetam, Panapatram. Okay. Now let us look at Nagam, Lingam and Yonim. Nagam is referring Rudra. Okay. So Nagam means Shiva, basically the Rudra part.
Because Shiva means snake, right?
Snake, right? So Nagam.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nagam, Lingam. Lingam is referring to Rudra.
Lingam.
Lingam is referring to, so Nagam, Lingam, Yonim, right? There are three parts. So the Lingam is a male, it's referring to a male part. So that is referring to Rudra. Okay, Lingam. Yoni is referring to the female part, female aspect, which is Vishnu. Okay, so Lingam is Rudra. Yoni is
Vishnu.
Means it is referring Vishnu. It is the female aspect, so it is referring Vishnu, who is.
She will explain why. Yeah,
okay, yeah. She is Vishnu is also the female aspect. He is only the other side of the coin.
So, yeah, here. So
Chandika, the Mahalakshmi.
Yeah, I will explain. Yeah. So the Lingam and Yoni, they actually refer to what we will say like the identification principle. So when a child is born, they identify somebody with whether say a person is a boy or girl by seeing the linga or the yoni. That is how they identify. So it is a linga and yoni are the identifiers of whether somebody is male or female. So that is how linga and yoni. So here lingam and yoni you have to take from that context as the identifier. It is the, like, if somebody is male, then it is like linga. If somebody is female, it is yoni. So we have to understand from that perspective. Yeah.
And linga is also referring Rudra. Okay. And Vishnu has both the female and male aspect together. So he is taken as the yoni is taken as the Vishnu Swarupa, and because of the Purusha and Prakriti, right? The male and female, Purusha and Prakriti, because of their relationship, the third one, the Nagam, is taken as Brahma because of the Kala Tattva. Okay, so that is Mahalakshmi has the aspects of Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra. All the three, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, all the three of them are with her. That is why her Swarupa carries these three. Nagam, Lingam and Yoni.
Lingam and Yoni, that is the male and female, that combination brings forth that creation which is Brahma. So their combination of that male and female.
That creative aspect is Brahma, right?
So that combination is that Brahma. That is the creation. Because how creation happens is because of the combination of this, the male and female, and also the Yoni, how to get Vishnu. Because Lingam, we all know in the Shiva Linga, so Shiva, you know, you can immediately say it is Shiva. But to know how can you relate Yoni to Vishnu, that is more difficult. So we have to go back to the Vedas where say Vishnu Yoning Kalpayatu Tvashta Rupani Vigumshatu Ashimshatu Prajapati Dhata Garbham Dadatu Be Garbham Degi Sinivali Garbham Degi. So that is a Vedic mantra in the Rig Veda which talks about Vishnu Yonim Kalpayatu. Let this Yoni or the female principle who should create. Kalpana means Kalpayatu is let him perceive, let him actually create. Because somebody has to create that. See, for creation of the universe, first there should be the first primordial man and woman, like the male and female. So somebody has to perceive and create that. So who is the creator for that? Veda say Vishnuhu Yonim Kalpayatu. And then it says Toshta Rupa. So first, because just with the Yoni or the place where the birth is like happens, that is not sufficient, right? So Vishnu Yonim Kalpetu Toshta Rupani. So there is another Devata called Toshta who give like a form to that Yoni, because he only Kalpayatu.
You are imagining
Vishnu has imagined. Yoni. Vishnu has imagined that this is how Yoni should be. Let that then
the
Toshta
Rupa is given by Tvashta, the Devata called Tvashta.
Yeah.
Tvashta Rupani.
Yeah. Pimshatu, then Ashimchatu, Ashimchatu is sprinkling with like the seeds. Is the Prajapati who is in that Yoni. Then Dhata Garbham Dadatume. Then that gives the embryo. So it gives a more like a creative
creative aspect. Yeah. How creation takes place. Yeah. See, we all take this for granted, right? Yeah. We see this creation going on day in and out, and we don't actually pause for a moment. Yeah. Look at the science behind it, how it happens. There is so much of, can you do something, like can you create something? Can you imagine that principle to be done by us?
You create. Yeah,
can you imagine this? It happens so normally that we forget to actually understand the miracle behind it. Right? We completely, so all of these mantras, they're all like, they bring forth the scientific aspect, and also how things happen in this creation, in this universe. Okay, so Vishnuhu Yonim Kalpayatu. So that is the pramana why Yoni is being referred with, is connected with Vishnu. So now we got Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra. Now, what are these four? Matulungam, Gadam, Khetam, Panapatram, right? So they say Matulunga is the phala for all the karma, to show that she is the one who gives
Karma phala. It means we
Okay?
cannot escape. You do good thing, you get good phala.
get
You
good
do
phala and
bad, you
everything.
get bad
In
results.
other words, that shows the Ichha Shakti. Okay? That is, you desire something, Ichha, and then the phala comes, right? So she is the karma phala, as well as she is the giver of the karma phala, and also it represents the Ichha Shakti. And Gada is the Kriya, action, Kriya Shakti, right? And the shield, Ketakam, is the Jnana Shakti. Okay, so all the Ichha, Jnana, Kriya Shakti, and the Panapatra is the Ananda Anubhava. She is always in the Paramananda Swarupa, Sachidananda Swarupa, ever in the her Chidananda, right? So that shows that she is in the Ananda Parabrahma blissful state.
Because even the Sri Vidya, that bliss, the attainment of that blissful state in the puja, the argyam or the Vishesha argyam is a very important part of it. So that is why that Panapatram is associated with the Anandam here.
So basically what it says is, all of this is that Mahalakshmi. And who is that Mahalakshmi? She is the Turiya Swarupa, that is the fourth state. She is the Brahmaswarupini, and in her Vyashti form, that is when Vyashti means when you partition her, she is Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, and Mahasaraswati. But when in her Samashti form, she is called the fourth form, which is her
called the
Turiya Avastha, that is, she is the Mahalakshmi. And to represent the Turiya Swarupa, we have this Matulungam Gadam Ketam Panapatram cha Bibhrati Nagam Lingam cha Yonim cha Bibhrati Nripamurdhani. Okay, so that is the Swarupa.
This Mahalakshmi, is not the consort of Mahavishnu, which many will immediately confuse Mahalakshmi to be the consort of Vishnu. Here she is the Adya Lakshmi. So this Mahalakshmi is the primordial, the cause for everything, including Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, and Mahasaraswati. For everything, she is the cause. So that is why she is the highest. That is why she is the Prādhānikam.
Yeah, I have that question. Chapter 13, you had mentioned they are actually Lalita Tripura Sundari, right? All three of them. So this Adya Lakshmi is above Lalita Tripura Sundari. She is the prime.
No, she is.
Chandika is Mahatripura Sundari.
This Adya Lakshmi is the Mahatripura Sundari.
What it is said is, this Chandika Mahalakshmi is the Sthula Swarupa. In Sthula, she is the Mahalakshmi. In the Sukshma, she is the Sri Vidya. Okay, Lakshya Swarupa, right? In the Lakshya Swarupa, she is the Chandika Mahalakshmi. In the Alakshya Swarupa, she is the Sri Vidya.
But she is actually this Adya Lakshmi. There is in the Shiva Purana, it also describes that this Adya Lakshmi is that Mahatripura Sundari. And there are, again, they say how the, although they have different forms. Because then the question is, if say Chandika Mahalakshmi, which is the Adya Lakshmi, if you are saying that she is the Mahatripura Sundari, who is the deity in the Sri Vidya worship, but both are different. Both are different in the sense that she has like Pasham, Ankusham, like Mahatripura Sundari has Pasham, Ankusham, then Ikshu Dhanush, and Pushpa Banam. Right, that's how she has. But this, or you can say that you can say she is the Bhuvaneshwari, right? Because Bhuvaneshwari has.
So let me come to that. So this Mahalakshmi that we were talking, right? Matulungam Gadam Ketam, the one with this Swarupa, she is represented by the Maya Bijam in the Navakshari mantra.
Yeah, because Hri is the Bijam for the Madhyama
Maya
Charitram.
Bijam is the Bija. She's represented by the Maya Bijam, that is, Aim is the Vagbhava Bijam, Hrim is the Maya Bijam, Klim is the Kamaraja Bijam. So she is represented by this Maya Bijam. The commentators say that. And this Maya Bijam is the Bijam for Bhuvaneshwari also.
Both. Yeah, Hrim. Hrim is the Bhuvaneshwari Bijam, and
So-
also Maya Bijam, which is in the Chandika Mahalakshmi's Madhyama Charitra, that is the Bijam.
So there is a Abheda Bhava between Bhuvaneshwari, that is, who is also the Sri Vidya, and the Adya Lakshmi, that is Mahalakshmi. And Bhuvaneshwari is the Shakta Darshana. She is the Adhipati for the Shakta. Devi Upasana. This Maya Bijam Bhuvaneshwari is the Adhidevata for the Shakta Darshana. Like how you have different darshanas, Shad Darshanas, Bauddha Darshana, Shaiva Darshana, Saur Darshana, and everything, right? So, like that Shakta Darshana, who is the Adhipati, who is the Adhidevata? Bhuvaneshwari is the Adhidevata. So, and this Chandika Mahalakshmi is also represented by the Maya Bijam in the Navakshari mantra. So, there is a Abheda Bhava between Chandika Mahalakshmi and Bhuvaneshwari.
And also taking the same logic, we can extend it to say that this Chandika Mahalakshmi, which is the Adya Lakshmi, she is also the Mahatripura Sundari. Although we can say that because even in the Mahatripura Sundari's Panchadashi mantra, the most important part, which is 3 times, which is in the each kuta, is the what is repeated 3 times
at the end. So actually, the Maya Bijam in the 3 kutas are being prefixed by the other Bijaksharas. Maya Bijam is the primary
Bijam in each of the
three
kuta of the Panchadashi mantra.
Independently. Okay. So if you see in the Panchadashakshari mantra, the Maya Bijam is independent. It is in all the 3 kutas, and the other Bijaksharas are being appended to it. They are added to this Maya Bijam. So that is the primary Bijam for which is in the part of all the 3 kutas of the Panchadashi mantra.
So because of that, even though the Mahatripura Sundari may have Pasha Mankusham, Bhikshu Dhanush, and Pushpa Banam, and this Chandika Mahalakshmi may have Matulungam, Gadam, Khetam, Panapatram, right? The 4 hands. Although from outside perspective, you see they are different, but the Munis or the Jnanis, in the Sukshma form, they are one and the same. That is what our commentator is saying. From the Jnana or from a Jnani's perspective, there is no difference between this Adya Lakshmi and Mahatripura Sundari. Yeah.
When it comes to Sarva Avastha, right? So does it mean it's Nirguna Parabrahman, or that also has a form?
No, she is in the she is both the Turiya state, which is formless state, as a Nirguna Brahman, and she is also in the Saguna state as with the forms.
Lakshya
So that is the Lakshya form, is the Matulungam, Gadam, Khetam, Panapatram, all of that. How do you actually say that somebody has a figure, that can be seen? You go to a temple to worship, all of that, because she is in the Lakshya form. She is also Lakshya and Alakshya. Alakshya is the Turiya form or the Nirguna form, which cannot be seen but can be perceived.
The battle was easier, right? To understand. The story was easier to understand. Yeah. So that is why it is not told or disclosed.
Yeah.
Very
This is
easily.
why this Rahasyam.
Only those who have faith in her can understand, can at least make an effort. Without having faith in her or the Guru Vakya, you cannot get the import of it.
So next verse.
Yeah.
Tapta Kanchana Varnabha.
Tapta Kanchana Varnabha. Tapta Kanchana Varnabha.
Tapta Kanchana Bhushana.
Tapta Kanchana Bhushana. Tapta Kanchana Bhushana.
Tapta Kanchana Varnabha. Tapta tapta kanchana bhushana.
Tapta kanchana varnabha, tapta kanchana bhushana. Tapta kanchana varnabha, tapta kanchana bhushana.
Shunyam tadakhilam svena.
Shunyam tadakhilam svena. Shunyam tadakhilam svena.
Purayamasa tejasa.
Purayamasa tejasa. Purayamasa tejasa.
Shunyam tadakhilam svena purayamasa tejasa.
Shunyam tadakhilam svena purayamasa tejasa. Shunyam tadakhilam svena purayamasa tejasa. Tapta kanchana varnabha, tapta kanchana bhushana. Shunyam tadakhilam svena purayamasa tejasa. Tapta kanchana varnabha, tapta kanchana bhushana. Shunyam tadakhilam svena purayamasa tejasa.
So how is this Mahalakshmi? She is Tapta Kanchana Varnabha. Kanchana means gold. Okay. Tapta means melted gold. Varnabha, she has the color of the
Melted gold is more shining.
more shining, right? The molten gold. And Tapta Kanchana Bhushana, she is wearing Abharana, she is decorated with the
Golden ornaments.
golden ornaments.
Which is tapta again.
Tapta again,
Melted.
molten, very shiny gold. And then what does she do? Svena Tejasa, with her own Tejas, what does she do? Tat Akhilam, the Shunyam Akhilam, the entire Akhila, the world, which is Shunya,
Which has nothing.
which
No
has
creation.
nothing, no creation has happened yet. The entire Shunya Akhilam, with her own Tejas, Purayamasa, she is
Lighting up,
filling up the entire empty universe with her Tejas.
Because before it, if there was nothing, it was like tamasa kevalenahi. Tamasa means they were just like
You'll get that next one.
yeah, it will come
Next
back.
verse
Next
will
verse,
come.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Next one.
Shunyam tadakhilam lokam.
Shunyam tadakhilam lokam. Shunyam tadakhilam lokam.
Vilokya parameshwari.
Vilokya parameshwari. Vilokya parameshwari.
Shunyam tadakhilam lokam vilokya parameshwari.
Shunyam tadakhilam lokam. Vilokya parameshwari. Shunyam tadakhilam lokam. Vilokya parameshwari.
Babhara paramam rupam.
Babhara paramam rupam. Babhara paramam rupam.
Tamasa kevalena hi.
Tamasa kevalena hi. Tamasa kevalena hi.
So kevalena hi. So he is indeed like so it is not like nahi. It's not the visarga, but ha hi. Tamasa kevalena hi.
Tamasa kevalena hi. Tamasa kevalena hi.
Babhara paramam rupam tamasa kevalena hi.
Babhara paramam rupam. Tamasa kevalena hi. Babhara paramam rupam. Tamasa kevalena hi. Shunyam tadakhilam lokam. Vilokya parameshwari. Babhara paramam rupam. Tamasa kevalena hi. Shunyam tadakhilam lokam. Vilokya parameshwari. Babhara paramam rupam. Tamasa kevalena hi.
So Vilokya, that Parameshwari, that Mahalakshmi, what does she? Vilokya means she is looking at this Shunyam Akhilam, this universe which is empty, completely Shunya. Looking at that Shunya Akhilam, what does she do? Babhara Rupam Aparam. Aparam means another Rupa. Babhara, she takes up another Rupa. Mahalakshmi is one Sarupa right now. But looking at the Shunya Akhilam, right away, she takes a Apara Rupa,
Another form.
another
She's-
form, Tamasa Kevalena Hi. Tamasa, Kevalena Tamasa. That is just with the Tamoguna. She takes another form,
Nothing but Tamoguna.
just using the Tamoguna from her. Mahalakshmi has the Samya Avastha of all the three gunas. I told you Triguna. She is Triguna in equilibrium, right? But now she picks up only the Tamoguna
From her own.
herself. From herself, she takes the
Who
Tamoguna.
Adya Lakshmi. She's taking the Tamoguna from
From
her own body.
Kevala
Yeah.
Tamoguna,
Her own form.
Tamasa,
Mm.
using that Upadhi, that
The
attribute,
of that Tamas.
she takes Aparam Rupam, another Rupa, and Babharahi. So she
Yeah.
is indeed, she has taken another
form.
using the Tamoguna. Now, this Tamoguna Swarupa of Devi is named as Mahakali. So this Mahalakshmi, she's in the Samya Avastha, I told you. She has the
Equal.
she's in the equilibrium. She
Or
has
Sattva, Rajas, Tamoguna.
all the three gunas in equilibrium. Nothing is dominant. Everything is in equilibrium. But this Mahakali has the Tamoguna as the dominant force. Okay?
Again, she may have other.
She has other the
gunas,
Sattva guna and Rajoguna also.
But the dominant guna is Tamoguna. Sa bhinnanjana sankasha.
Sa bhinnanjana sankasha. Sa bhinnanjana sankasha.
Damshrankita varanana.
Damshrankita varanana. Damshrankita varanana.
Sa bhinnanjana sankasha. Damshrankita varanana.
Sa bhinnanjana sankasha. Damshrankita varanana. Sa bhinnanjana sankasha. Damshrankita varanana.
Vishalalochana nari.
Vishalalochana nari. Vishalalochana nari.
Babhuva tanu madhyama.
Babhuva tanu madhyama. Babhuva tanu madhyama.
Vishalalochana nari. Babhuva tanu madhyama.
Vishalalochana nari. Babhuva tanu madhyama. Vishalalochana nari. Babhuva tanu madhyama. Sa bhinnanjana sankasha. Damshrankita varanana. Vishalalochana nari. Babhuva tanu madhyama. Sa bhinnanjana sankasha. Damshrankita varanana. Vishalalochana nari. Babhuva tanu madhyama.
So Sa means who? Which she? Who is she?
Chandika Maha.
You tell me. You tell me, Mahakali or Mahalakshmi? Mahakali. Very good. Very new student, but you understood very clearly. But so Sa is referring to that Mahakali, who is the new Rupa. Now we need to know who this new Rupa is.
Suddenly she created Mahalakshmi, or Adya Lakshmi. From her own, she created another form, like a magician, another form. That is the Mahakali, which is.
So
yeah.
Sankasha means look. How does she look? She looks like the Bhinna Anjana. Anjana means the kajal.
The eye, like we wear what we wear,
we
the
wear,
eye.
right? The eye
The
kajal,
black one.
the black one, right? Bhinna Anjana means that if you think of that as a stone, if you make powder of that stone, the black, the kajal,
Black stone.
how black it will be, right? She looks like Sankasha. She looks like
That
the
black.
powdered Anjana or the kajal. So here commentators say Bhinna means like Apara Rupa, right? She is another Rupa. So she is different looking, like the Anjana, looking like the Anjana, right? But they say that it should also be said, Sa Abhinna Anjana Sankasha. Abhinna means to say that she's nothing different from Mahalakshmi. This Mahakali is Bhinna and also Abhinna.
Both Swarupa. Because she just
She
created. So
she
she
is coming out of
Mahalakshmi created
Mahalakshmi.
Mahakali. So you can say she is different. But she just changed her form, right? Just because we change our dress every day, we are the same person. By changing the dress, we cannot change ourselves, right?
So we can be in the Indian dress, we can be the Western wear, but do you change actually internally? The same human body, right? So exactly. So Bhinna, Abhinna. So you can take it both ways. And how does she look? Damshtrankita Varanana. So she has teeth. She is decorated with teeth. Her Varanana means her face is, has a lot of teeth. And Vishala Lochana, big eyes. Tanu Madhyama. Madhyama means mid part.
The waist.
Tanu means the waist is very small. Very
Narrow waist.
Narrow waist. And she is Damshangita Vishala Lochana. Nari means she takes the female form. Babhuva Tanu Madhyama. She has a narrow, she is narrow waisted.
Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi.
Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi. Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi.
So Shiraha Ketaihi. Shirah Ketaihi. Ik sound. Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi.
Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi. Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi.
Alankrita Chaturbhuja.
Alankrita Chaturbhuja. Alankrita Chaturbhuja.
So Ketaihi and Alankrita, the Visarga will become Ra sound. Khadgapatra Shirah Ketair Alankrita Chaturbhuja.
Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi Alankrita Chaturbhuja. Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi Alankrita Chaturbhuja.
Kabandhaharam Shirasa.
Kabandhaharam Shirasa. Kabandhaharam Shirasa.
Vibhranahi Shirasrajam.
Vibhranahi Shirasrajam. Vibhranahi Shirasrajam.
Kabandhaharam Shirasa. Vibhranahi Shirasrajam.
Kabandhaharam Shirasa. Vibhranahi Shirasrajam. Kabandhaharam Shirasa. Vibhranahi Shirasrajam. Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi Alankrita Chaturbhuja. Kabandhaharam Shirasa. Vibhranahi Shirasrajam. Khadgapatra Shirah Ketaihi Alankrita Chaturbhuja. Kabandhaharam Shirasa. Vibhranahi Shirasrajam.
So she is Chaturbhuja. She has 4 hands. And how are they alankrita? How are they decorated? They are decorated with khadga, patra, shiraha, ketaihi. Khadga means sword, and then patra, one vessel, and then shiraha, holding the head. Shira, somebody's head she is holding. Okay, and ketaihi, holding a shield. The 4th hand is holding a shield. The 4 hands are alankrita, decorated with these 4 things. And then kabandhaharam shirasam srajam. She is
Kabandhaharam. So I had garland of.
She's kabandha, just the skulls.
No. Kabandha is not the skull. It's just the
That's
body
just the
without
heads.
the head. No. The Shirasrajam is the one with just the head.
Just the head without the body. The haram is made of kabandha, that is heads without a body. Okay. And shirasam srajam, all the shiras is the srajam. She is wearing the Mala. You have seen the Mahakali's mala, right? So it has only the heads without the bodies, and then Vibhrana, she is decorated. She is holding these.
Yep.
Yeah. Vibhrana hi Shirasrajam. Sa provacha.
Sa provacha Mahalakshmim.
Sa provacha Mahalakshmim. Sa provacha Mahalakshmim.
Tamasi Pramadottama.
Tamasi Pramadottama. Tamasi Pramadottama.
Sa provacha Mahalakshmim. Tamasi Pramadottama.
Sa provacha Mahalakshmim. Tamasi Pramadottama. Sa provacha Mahalakshmim. Tamasi Pramadottama.
Dadami tava namani. Nama karma cha me matar.
Nama karma cha me matar. Nama karma cha me matar.
Dehi tubhyam namo namaha.
Dehi tubhyam namo namaha. Dehi tubhyam namo namaha.
Nama karma cha me matar. Dehi tubhyam namo namaha.
Nama karma cha me matar. Dehi tubhyam namo namaha. Nama karma cha me matar. Dehi tubhyam namo namaha. Sa provacha Mahalakshmim. Tamasi Pramadottama. Nama karma cha me matar. Dehi tubhyam namo namaha. Sa provacha Mahalakshmim. Tamasi Pramadottama. Nama karma cha me matar. Dehi tubhyam namo namaha.
So this Mahakali, she looks at Sa. That means that Mahakali, she looks at Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi, she is looking at Mahalakshmi. She says, Pravocha. Provacha. Sa Provacha. Provacha means that Mahakali is telling this Mahalakshmi, Tamasim Pramadottama. Pramadottama means she is the superior of all the females, the best of women, oh best of women. And Tamoguna, Tamasi, she is also so the Tamasi and Pramadottama are adjectives of Mahakali, not Mahalakshmi. Okay, so they are Tamasim, that is that Mahakali, who is a Tamasi, and Pramadottama, who is the best of the women folk. She looks at Mahalakshmi and she says, Nama karmacha me mataha. Mataha, she addresses, O mother, because she has come out of Mahalakshmi, right? O mataha, you give me my name, Nama, and karmacha, and my duties, the karma, what I have to do. Dehi, tell me, give me my name and my duties, and tubhyam namo namaha, I am doing namaskara to you. So this particular shloka verse is found in many koshas, like many the Saptashati, Puranas and everywhere. But Bhaskara Raya doesn't take this. He doesn't. I don't know, for some reason, he said, no, this has to be ignored. Mahakali never said this to Mahalakshmi. For some reason, he says he has not accepted this verse. But it is part of many Puranas and everything. So in our Rahasya, in our version, we say that. But for some reason, Bhaskara Raya has ignored this verse.
And also just to clarify, the Mahakali's Swarupa in this Rahasya, although it is, we have not seen in any picture at all, because normally we see Mahakali's picture. That is how we say, we perceive that this is how it is. But this sloka, although it may be impossible or very difficult for us to imagine, we have to know exactly what the shloka says. That is what I feel. I know because this says in a very in a way like Kabandhaharam Shirasa. So Kabandhaharam is a torso without the head.
So I told you only where the hara, the mala was made of heads, right? Without bodies.
Yeah.
He has a...
No, it is not me.
Yeah,
This says that
he says
the
that technically
it
Kabandham
says
means just
yeah,
the bodies, the
with
torso without the bodies.
body.
So the hara, the mala should be made of torsos without the body.
So she has
that
a
is
mala with just the torso without the body, and in the head,
on the head
as
she
a
is
crown,
wearing...
she is wearing all the heads. Separate. So it's separated.
So
No,
I
I know.
told him, ignore it. It's okay. We cannot imagine that. Let us keep it very simple. He says, no, whatever the meaning is, I have to tell.
No, what no, even though we cannot imagine or it is difficult to imagine, if this is what it is, like we have to just say,
Kabandham means a torso without heads.
you have to know like how it is, like how, because normally you don't imagine such a mala, right? But this is how it is. Sa tam provacha Mahalakshmi.
Tam provacha Mahalakshmi. Tam provacha Mahalakshmi.
Tamasim pramadottamam.
Tamasim pramadottamam. Tamasim pramadottamam.
Tam provacha Mahalakshmi. Tamasim pramadottamam.
Tam provacha Mahalakshmi. Tamasim pramadottamam. Tam provacha Mahalakshmi. Tamasim pramadottamam.
Dadami tava namani.
Dadami tava namani. Dadami tava namani.
Yani karmani tani te.
Yani karmani tani te. Yani karmani tani te.
Dadami tava namani yani karmani tani te.
Dadami tava namani yani karmani tani te. Dadami tava namani yani karmani tani te. Tam provacha Mahalakshmi Tamasim pramadottamam. Dadami tava namani yani karmani tani te. Tam provacha Mahalakshmi Tamasim pramadottamam. Dadami tava namani yani karmani tani te.
Okay, look at the first line of the last verse. Can you repeat? Say that? No. First line. I want you to say the first line of the 9th verse and the first line of the 10th verse. No. Sorry. No, hold on. Not that. The 10th and the 11th. I'm sorry.
10th and 11th.
Provacha Mahalakshmi Tamasi
Pramadottamam. Okay, stop. And then come to the next one.
Tam provacha Mahalakshmi Tamasi Pramadottamam.
Okay, do you see the difference? What is the word? What is the difference? First one says Sa provacha Mahalakshmim Tamasim Pramadottamam. Tamasi Pramadottamam. Pramadottama, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in the next one, it says Tam provacha Mahalakshmi. First one had Mahalakshmim. The second one has Mahalakshmi. Okay. So the vibhakti changes here. That is what I want you to say. There, Mahalakshmi is being addressed by Sa, that Mahakali, right? And the Tamasi and Pramadottama are the adjectives of Mahakali. Here also Tamasim and Pramadottama are the adjectives of Tam. Tam is again Mahalakshmi. Mahakali, I'm sorry. Mahakali. But here Mahalakshmi, Mahalakshmi is the addresser here.
She is the subject.
She is the subject. There she is being addressed. In the 10th verse, she is being addressed by...
She is in the object in the sentence. The second.
There she is the as an object.
Or
Here
she is
she is a
addressed,
subject.
right?
So
Hmm.
the first verse we said that Mahakali addresses Mahalakshmi. Here Mahalakshmi he is addressing Tam, that Mahakali, who
back.
is a Tamasim and Pramadottamam. So when you are not looking at the book, easily you can get confused which verse you are saying. So that is why you need the text. You need to look
Yeah.
at the text and recite.
But the meaning almost they are all similar, but the meaning is totally different.
Totally
Sa
different.
Provacha Mahalakshmi, because Sa, that Sa is the Mahakali, Provacha, Uvacha means talking to that
Mahalakshmi.
Mahalakshmi. Here, Tam, to that Mahakali, Provacha, Mahalakshmi. This Mahalakshmi is talking to that Mahakali back, because she asked a question. Now she is replying back. Yeah.
They are both somewhat similar, but easily you will get confused when you are not looking at the book. Okay. Dadami Tavanami. So this Mahalakshmi.
First time, yeah, you have to. This one you said, right?
I said that. Nama Karma Chay. So tell me my name and karma, my duties. Now this Mahalakshmi says, Dadami Tavanamani. I will give you your name, and Yani Karmani te, Tani te. I will tell you what are your duties. She is just replying.
Yeah. Mahamaya Mahakali.
Mahamaya Mahakali. Mahamaya Mahakali.
Mahamari Kshudha Trisha.
Mahamari Kshudha Trisha. Mahamari Kshudha Trisha.
Mahamaya Mahakali. Mahamari Kshudha Trisha.
Mahamaya Mahakali. Mahamari Kshudha Trisha. Mahamaya Mahakali. Mahamari Kshudha Trisha.
Nidra Trishna Chaika Veera.
Nidra Krishna Chaika Veera. Nidra Krishna Chaika Veera.
Kalaratrir Duratyaya.
Kalaratrir Duratyaya. Kalaratrir Duratyaya.
Nidra Trishna Chaika Veera. Kalaratrir Duratyaya.
Nidra Krishna Chaika Veera. Kalaratrir Duratyaya. Nidra Krishna Chaika Veera. Kalaratrir Duratyaya. Mahamaya Mahakali. Mahamari Kshudha Trisha. Nidra Krishna Chaika Veera. Kalaratrir Duratyaya. Mahamaya Mahakali. Mahamari Kshudha Trisha. Nidra Krishna Chaika Veera. Kalaratrir Duratyaya.
So she gives her her names. She's now you will be called as Mahamaya and Mahakali. You will be called as Mahamari, Kshudha. Kshudha means hunger. You will be called as Kshudha. Trisha. Trisha means thirst. Okay. You will be called as hunger, Kshudha. Trisha, that will be your nama. These are all your names. She's giving her names. Nidra, you will be called as Nidra.
Sleep.
Trishna, I'll give you the meanings of these words, but the names are Nidra, Trishna, Ekavira, Cha Ekavira. Chaikavira is, Cha means and. Ekavira, her name is Ekavira, and Kalaratrihi and Duratyaya. Okay.
All of these are just
all
names.
All of these are only names. So what is she called? She is called Mahamaya, Mahakali, Mahamari. Okay. Now, Kshudha means hunger. Trisha means thirst. Nidra, sleep. Trishna. Trishna means desirous of more and more things. Always craving. Yeah. Trishna means craving actually. You want that more and more. One idli is not enough. I want two more. That chutney was nice. Get me more. That craving is there, right? That is called Trishna. Ekavira. You are alone by yourself. You are Veera, like a
warrior.
Warrior, but alone.
But you are the only one.
The one warrior. Kalaratrihi. You are named as Kalaratri. And Duratyaya means one who has the swabhava of protecting everybody. Okay, one who has the swabhava of protecting others is called a Duratteya. So these are her names. Remember these names. This is why Mahakali is the Tamoguna Swarupa. She is a Tamasim, completely Tamoguna, right? Ksudha, hunger is Tamoguna. Trisha, thirst is Tamoguna. Nidra is Tamoguna. Trishna is also Tamoguna. All of these are because of her Tamoguna, tamasic attribute. All of these are also her names. Okay? Nothing bad. If you are hungry, Mahakali is in you. Be happy. Okay? Yeah.
Sleeping, yeah.
Yeah.
Imani tava namani
Imani tava namani, imani tava namani,
pratipadyani karmabhihi
pratipadyani karmabhihi, pratipadyani karmabhihi,
imani tava namani pratipadyani karmabhihi
imani tava namani, pratipadyani karmabhihi, imani tava namani, pratipadyani karmabhihi.
ebhih karmani te jnatva
Evih karmani te jnatva, evih karmani te jnatva,
yodhite soshnute sukham
yodhite soshrute sukham, yodhite soshrute sukham.
ebhih karmani te jnatva yodhite soshnute sukham
Evih karmani te jnatva, yodhite soshrute sukham. Evih karmani te jnatva, yodhite soshrute sukham. Imani tava namani, pratipadyani karmabhihi. Evih karmani te jnatva, yodhite soshrute sukham. Imani tava namani, pratipadyani karmabhihi. Evih karmani te jnatva, yodhite soshrute sukham.
Imani tava namani, all of these your names, pratipadyani karmabhihi. They are all coming, they have taken their names because of your karma. All of these are your karmas. Based on your karma, these names have come out.
whatever your actions you have done, your duties.
So if a girl is really fair, the girl is named Shweta. Because of her appearance of fairness, she is named as Shweta. So there, because of her karma, these names are being given to Mahakali. Yebihi karmani te jnatva. That person who understands these karma of yours, jnatva, who understands these karma of yours, and ashnute, who meditates on you, understanding,
getting
getting
ashnute means will get that.
Who
Ashnute
get-
sukham means will get the sukham,
get the sukham. That is, he will
derive
derive the sukham.
sukham.
That is, he will be blessed by you. He will get all the blessings.
Abhigi, see, we'll shortly explain.
Adhite
Yeah,
means
Adhite, the one who
meditates.
meditates upon this form of Mahakali with all the different names, knowing each
The meaning
work of that particular devata.
Mahakali.
If Mahakali has different names, so each one has different. So there is only one person has taken 10 names, but when that person is called Mahakali, Mahamaya, she does one aspect of her work. When she is called Mahamari, she does another work. So a person who meditates upon as Adhite, knowing the
Karma.
names as well as the what action that particular name is doing, he will get
all the sukha.
So Ashnute means he will get sukham. So
Sukham
Saha
Ashnute.
Ashnute sukham means he will get. So
So now let us look at all these 10 namas. Okay?
Because
It's
we will
not
only
easy.
get the Sukham, only we know what they are
Because
all.
you
the
need to
meaning.
understand the real meaning of these. I told you thirst, hunger, nidra, and everything. Superlatively, that is the literal meaning, right? Of course, I also told you that is a tamasaguna to make you think that if you are sleeping, you are having tamasaguna. If you are hungry, if you are thirsty and everything. But what does she actually do? Her karma, when she takes up these names. Why is she called Mahamaya? Because she is the one who make all the Brahmadi devatas
Everyone, including us, and also the gods like Brahma,
under
Vishnu,
the
Shiva.
spell of Maya, right? They are all under the spell of this Maya. So that is why she is called Mahamaya. When
So-
she is putting them all under spell, she is called Mahamaya. Okay. Then Mahakali, she is the one who is uh, uh, Nirma, like
Who gives like
Brahmadi devatas, Brahma
no,
Vishnu
she
Rudra.
is first keeping them in her control and spell. They are in Mahama. Then she is called Mahamaya. But when she gives them their own duties,
Right?
like Brahma, you do your creation. Vishnu, you do the protection. So when she allows them to do all of that,
she is called Mahakali.
then she becomes Mahakali.
She makes them active, right? Not only under her control, but she then gives them independently their duties. She is called Mahakali at that time, and Mahamari is when she destroys them. Okay, when that is Srishti, Sthiti, and Samhara. All the three things.
So she gives them the job. She has become Mahakali. Now she takes away all the job back.
She fires them. Okay, she hires them and fires them.
So she becomes Mahamari now.
When she is hiring, she is called Mahakali. When she is firing them, she is called Mahamari.
Yeah.
That is, and also next comes Kshuddha. Kshuddha means, I told you, hunger. Hunger of what? When she is eating up all the avidya. Okay, so all the avidya, when she is eating up, like kabalikaram, when she's like gobbling up all the avidya, she's called Kshuddha. And then Trisha means thirst. She is thirsty of destroying the enemies of her devotees. Enemies of her devotees, she's thirsty of destroying them. Okay, and then Trisha, Nidra is Yoga Nidra.
She's in the yoga.
She's in the form of Yoga Nidra, right? So she's
when
called
deep meditation, right? For others, they'll think they're in sleep, but they are in the Yoga Nidra.
Yoga Nidra. She's called the Nidra Devi. That we saw already in the Ratri Suktam. She is in the form of Nidra Devi. And then Trishna is what did I tell you? Trishna, craving, right? Craving is when her devotees have the craving of bhakti. She is called Trishna there. When her devotees have the craving of bhakti. And then Ekavira, she is the only warrior in this prapancha with the complete power in her hands. And then Kalaratri is the one who can destroy the entire prapancha in one shot. Kalaratri, Maharatri, Moharatrischa Daruna. So she is called the Kalaratri when she destroys the entire prapancha. And then in the same way, she can also protect. I told you Duratyaya is protection, right? When somebody wants to protect another person, it is called Duratyaya. So she is also capable of protecting her own devotees.
She can make and also break.
So she is called make and break. Yeah. So hire and fire, make and break, all the opposites, right?
She can do both.
So it's easy. So with these 10 namas, Mahamaya, Mahakali, Mahamari, Kshuddha, Trisha, Nidra, Trishna, Chaikavira, Kala, Ratrir, Duratyaya. So she is described with her duties. She is given these namas.
That is the Imani Tava Namani Pratipadaya karmabhigi, yebhigi karmani, very important. Yebhigi karmani, all these duties we just explained in the 10 names. Yodhita, who meditates upon, who when you recite it, you meditate upon that, all the 10 names. With that karma, ashnute sukham, that person gets the sukha or the highest happiness.
So the commentators are explaining this Mahamaya term in based on other texts. They say very quickly, I will tell you, Mahamaya is that Shakti when an embryo is born in the, you know, in the
And still the
womb,
child is in the womb.
child is in the womb. It knows everything, but
it has all the jnanam.
Jnanam is there. The embryo, when the creation happens, the child is when the jananam is happening, the jnanam is also there for that shishu. But that shishu's jnanam is like there is a veil put in front of that jnanam
At the time of birth.
At the time of birth. Exactly at the time of birth, there is a veil which is
all the jnanam which was before birth, it's all gone. Just 1 second.
So that Shakti which creates this veil to hide the jnanam that genetically, that by nature, that Shishu had, right? The jnanam is completely covered up with the veil. That Shakti who covers it is called Mahamaya. Okay. So that is how, and immediately that Shishu, that child forgets about his past lives and everything, and immediately he gets the mama and aham and mamatvam comes right away. The
because
moment there is a veil put on his jnana, immediately he gets the
I and mama.
ahankaram and mamatvam. So that Shakti is called Mahamaya. This aspect is explained in Devi Purana.
Next one.
Yeah, next one.
Tamityuktva Mahalakshmi.
Tamityuktva Mahalakshmi. Tamityuktva Mahalakshmi.
Swarupamaparam nripa.
Swarupamaparam nripa. Swarupamaparam nripa.
Tamityuktva Mahalakshmi. Swarupamaparam nripa.
Tamityuktva Mahalakshmi. Swarupamaparam nripa. Tamityuktva Mahalakshmi. Swarupamaparam nripa.
Satvakyenati shuddhena.
Satvakyenati shuddhena. Satvakyenati shuddhena.
Gunenendu prabham dadhau.
Gunenendu prabham dadhau. Gunenendu prabham dadhau.
Satvakyenati shuddhena gunenendu prabham dadhau.
Satvakyenati shuddhena gunenendu prabham dadhau. Satvakyenati shuddhena gunenendu prabham dadhau. Tamityuktva Mahalakshmi swarupamaparam nripa. Satvakyenati shuddhena gunenendu prabham dadhau. Tamityuktva Mahalakshmi swarupamaparam nripa. Satvakyenati shuddhena gunenendu prabham dadhau.
Tam iti uktva. That is the breakdown of the first word. Tam ityuktva. Tam plus iti plus uktva. Tam, that Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi is saying, having said this to Tam, that is to Mahakali. This Mahalakshmi, what does she do? Again, she takes Swarupam Aparam, another form. Okay, so she takes Aparam Swarupam, another form. Nripa, again, Rishi is telling to the Raja, Nripa, O Raja, this Mahalakshmi, having said this to her, to Mahakali, she takes another Aparam Swarupam. How does she do? How does she take? Sattva Khenati Shuddhena. Atishuddhena sattva akhyena. Akhyena means sattva akhyena means which is said
made
as
of full
which
of
is said as sattva. What is said? Atishuddhena. It is so totally pure and sattva guna. Using that atishuddhena gunena, using that sattva guna, Indu Prabham dadhau. Aparam Indu Prabham Aparam Swarupam Babhau. She took, Babhau means she took Indu Prabham, which is that using that Sattva Guna, Atishuddha Sattva Guna, she took another Swarupa which had the Prabha of Indu, like a moon. Like it was shining like a moon.
It is Dadhau. Yeah, Dadhau, not
Dadhau.
Dadhau.
Dadhau. Dadhau. Sorry. Yeah.
No. Dadhau not give.
No, to hold.
Hold.
Dadhati.
She gave that form.
Gave that form, yeah.
She is holding that form. Amma, Dadhau.
First one is the dhau.
Huh?
The second, what is
You have to correct it, yeah. You have to correct it. Dadhau. Yeah.
Mahaprana in the dha.
Yeah.
So what does this mean? Mahalakshmi becomes Mahasaraswati with the Sattva Guna.
Only
She
pure
takes
Sattva, she takes another
she takes
form.
another form using the Sattva Guna alone. Akshamala
Kushadhara.
Akshamalam Kushadhara. Akshamalam Kushadhara.
Veena Pustakadharini.
Veena Pustakadharini. Veena Pustakadharini.
Akshamalam Kushadhara. Veena Pustakadharini.
Akshamalam Kushadhara. Veena Pustakadharini. Akshamalam Kushadhara. Veena Pustakadharini.
Sababhuva Varanari.
Sababhuva Varanari. Sababhuva Varanari.
Namanyasya sadadau.
Namanyasya sadadau. Namanyasya sadadau.
Sababhuva Varanari. Namanyasya sadadau.
Sababhuva Varanari. Namanyasya sadadau. Sababhuva Varanari. Namanyasya sadadau. Akshamalam Kushadhara. Veena Pustakadharini. Sababhuva Varanari. Namanyasya sadadau. Akshamalam Kushadhara. Veena Pustakadharini. Sababhuva Varanari. Namanyasya sadadau.
So, Akshamalam Kushadhara, she holds the Akshamala. She holds the Akshamala, that is the Japamala. Ankushadhara, she holds the Ankusha. Ankusha, what do you say? Goad. Okay, that goad, right? And then Veena Pustakadharini, she is holding Veena and Pustaka. And then Vara Nari. Vara means she is the very best. Vara Nari in the Stri, in the Nari. She is the best woman. She became the best woman. Sa Babhuva Varana. Babhuva means she became the best of the women. And Namani Asyai Cha Sa Dadau. This again, Mahalakshmi gives these namas to this Mahasaraswati.
So she took from that her own Mahalakshmi. First, with her, she is having all the three gunas. That is the Adya Lakshmi. Now she has taken out the Tamas and made Mahakali and given her names and all the duties. Now she is now doing,
The
taking
same
at
thing.
the Sattva and creating Maha Saraswati, and she is going to give her the names and her
Her
tasks
duties,
or
yeah.
duties.
Huh?
Mahavidya.
Idhula see,
Yeah.
the thou means different and the thou means different. Okay, different meanings both. The thou means to bear, to hold.
Yeah.
Okay, and the thou means she gave.
Gave.
She gave the names to Mahasaraswati.
Mahavidya Mahavani.
Mahavidya Mahavani, Mahavidya Mahavani,
Bharati Vak Saraswati.
Bharati Vak Saraswati, Bharati Vak Saraswati,
Mahavidya Mahavani Bharati Vak Saraswati.
Mahavidya Mahavani, Bharati Vak Saraswati, Mahavidya Mahavani, Bharati Vak Saraswati,
Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur.
Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur, Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur,
Vedagarbha Chadhishwari.
Vedagarbhachadhishwari, Vedagarbhachadhishwari.
So Kamadhenuhu and Vedagarbha become Kamadhenur Vedagarbha. Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur Vedagarbha Chadhishwari.
Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur, Vedagarbhachadhishwari, Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur, Vedagarbhachadhishwari, Mahavidya Mahavani, Bharati Vak Saraswati, Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur, Vedagarbhachadhishwari, Mahavidya Mahavani, Bharati Vak Saraswati, Arya Brahmi Kamadhenur, Vedagarbhachadhishwari.
So again she gets the names Mahavidya, Mahavani, Bharati, Vak, Saraswati, Arya, Brahmi, Kamadhenuhu, Vedagarbha, Dhishwari. Dhishwari. It's
These
not
10
Dhishwari, it is
Dhishwari.
Dhishwari. So what
10
are
names.
the different meanings? Mahavidya, she is the knowledge, the Swarupa, she has the Swarupa of knowledge. And Mahavani, she is the she has the Swarupa of Vani, the speech. Okay, and then Bharati, Vak, Saraswati. So Bharati means the one who has all the kala, all the art form. And then Vak means she's the speech.
She is the speech.
She is the speech. And Saraswati, because she is the speech, she's called Vak and Saraswati. And Arya. Arya means because the jnanis do puja to her to get the jnana, she is called Arya.
She is the highest Shrestha.
Shrestha. Arya means Shrestha. She is the, again, the best.
Best among. Because even the jnanis have to
Jnanis
pray
are
to her to get the
get the
jnanam.
jnana.
So she is the Shreshtham, or she is the topmost. Arya.
And then she is called Brahmi because she has a relation with Brahma. We will see how. And then Kamadhenu is, she can give whatever her devotees wish for. And Veda Garbha, she holds the Vedas in her womb. And then Dhishwari, Dhihi, Dhiyo Yonaf Prachodayat in Gayatri Mantra.
Dhi means
Dhi
intellect.
means intellect. She is the Ishwari of intellect. So she is called Dhishwari. So again, these are the 10 names she gets. Okay. So you have to remember Mahakali's 10 names, Mahasaraswati's 10 names until next class. Okay.
Yeah.
So suddenly, you know what? If you don't have time to think of the entire Saptashati, these namas will help you. These 10 namas of Mahakali and Mahalakshmi and Mahalakshmi, I don't know. We have to see the names.
Yeah.
Mahasaraswati's namas you go through them right away. You can meditate upon them.
Atho vacha Mahalakshmi.
Atho vacha Mahalakshmi. Atho vacha Mahalakshmi.
Mahakalim Saraswatim.
Mahakalim Saraswatim. Mahakalim Saraswatim.
So Mahalakshmi and Mahakali combine as Mahalakshmir Mahakalim. Atho vacha Mahalakshmir Mahakalim Saraswatim.
Atho vacha Mahalakshmi. Mahakalim Saraswatim. Atho vacha Mahalakshmi. Mahakalim Saraswatim.
Yuvam Janayatam Devyau.
Yuvam Janayatam Devyau. Yuvam Janayatam Devyau.
Mithune Swanurupataha.
Mithune Swanurupataha. Mithune Swanurupataha.
Yuvam Janayatam Devyau Mithune Swanurupataha.
Yuvam Janayatam Devyau Mithune Swanurupataha. Yuvam Janayatam Devyau Mithune Swanurupataha. Atho vacha Mahalakshmi. Mahakalim Saraswati. Yuvam Janayatam Devyau Mithune Swanurupataha. Atho vacha Mahalakshmi. Mahakalim Saraswati. Yuvam Janayatam Devyau Mithune Swanurupataha.
Atha uvacha. Atho vacha is broken as Atha uvacha. Atha means thereafter. Then Mahalakshmi, how she told, having said this to Mahakali and Mahasaraswati.
Mahalakshmi is now telling to Mahakali and Mahasaraswati.
Addressing Mahakali and Mahasaraswati, this Mahalakshmi says, Yuvam Janetam Divyau Mithune.
Devyau.
Devyau, and Pathandaram is Divyau also.
Yeah.
Devyau
Mithune Swanurupataha.
Mithune Swanurupataha. You two Devis, right? Swanurupataha. Now I have created you. You have been given your duties. Now to help you do the duties, you now create Mithune, twins. Mithune, Yuvam Janetam, like you both create twins
Out of yourself.
So to help you. Okay? Yeah. From yourself. So Anurupataha means
Who will have the same rupa. Like,
so no. To Anusaranaya irukadhu. To help you.
Help you, yeah. Anurupataha.
To help you.
Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi.
Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi. Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi.
Sasarja Mithunam Swayam.
Sasarja Mithunam Swayam. Sasarja Mithunam Swayam.
Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi. Sasarja Mithunam Swayam.
Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi. Sasarja Mithunam Swayam. Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi. Sasarja Mithunam Swayam.
So Mahalakshmi and Sasarja, you would have noticed that is sound. So Mahalakshmi Sasarja. Hiranyagarbhau Ruchirau.
Hiranyagarbhau Ruchirau. Hiranyagarbhau Ruchirau.
Stri Pumsau Kamalasanau.
Sri Pumsau Kamalasanau. Sri Pumsau Kamalasanau.
Hiranyagarbhau Ruchirau. Stri Pumsau Kamalasanau.
Hiranyagarbhau Ruchirau. Sri Pumsau Kamalasanau. Hiranyagarbhau Ruchirau. Sri Pumsau Kamalasanau. Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi. Sasarja Mithunam Swayam. Hiranyagarbhau Ruchirau. Sri Pumsau Kamalasanau. Ityuktva te Mahalakshmi. Sasarja Mithunam Swayam. हिरण्यगर्भौ रुचिरौ स्त्रीपुंसौ कमलासनौ.
Iti yuktva, iti, having said this, te Mahalakshmihi Swayam Mithunam Sasarja. Sasarja means created. She herself created one Mithuna, that is one twin Rupa. Swanurupataha means in accordance to their gunas. Okay. That is, she is telling Mahakali and Mahasaraswati, according Swa Anurupataha, according to your own gunas, you create a twin form. Okay.
So she, Mahakali cannot now create a twin form with Sattva Guna.
In accordance to your gunas,
Guna.
apne apne guno ke liye,
Yeah.
guna, like you
Then
know,
only
your own
the-
gunas,
it will be
you
compatible.
create your own twins.
So basically clone yourself.
Yes.
Clone, it's not
Yeah.
cloning. They will not have the exact swarupa. The swarupa will be different, but the guna
But
will
create.
be the same. Okay. So thus said, Mahalakshmi, what does she do? She creates her own Mithuna. Mithunam Swayam, her own Mithuna. And Hiranyagarbhau Ruchirau. Hiranyagarbhau means they have kind of Hiranyagarbha means jnana. They seem to have a lot of jnana.
Usually Brahma is called Hiranyagarbha.
Hiranyagarbha is again Brahma's name. That is Jnana Swarupa.
Yes.
And Ruchirau, they are very attractive also. Stri Pumsau, Stri and Pumsa. Pumsa means Purusha. So she creates one male form and a female form who is seated on the Kamalasana. Both of them are seated on the lotus. Okay. And they look very attractive and very Jnana Swarupa. They are, that is why the Brahma will be created. His name will be Brahma now. So both of them are being created by Mahalakshmi.
Mahalakshmi is now creating her own. Yeah.
Mahalakshmi started Rudra-Abhishekam, right? When their kids come in, they will have all the three gunas.
No.
No, here she is tamas. No, that's not tamas.
Mahalakshmi is a Rajoguna
Rajoguna.
here. When she is creating with the Rajoguna.
Yeah.
And Mithuna, right? Mithunam Swayam. So Bhaskar Raya has clearly said that Mithuna is twins, little meaning, but because they are born together, they have the brother-sister sambandha.
So normally
You should
Mithuna,
not think that male and female means okay, husband and wife. No, they both are brother. They have the relationship of a brother and sister.
see when they create, right? Either they can be brothers and sisters or like man and husband and wife. So here we have to take as brother and sister. That's all. Because later on it will like
It is very important to know.
they are only brothers and sisters. Like, yeah, they are not couples basically.
They are not couples, although they are. We can call them twins, not
But
couples.
couple.
Mithunam means twins, a pair.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mahakali Bharati cha. No. Okay. Brahman Vidhe Virincheti.
Brahman Vidhe Virincheti. Brahman Vidhe Virincheti.
Dhatarityahatam naram.
Dhatarityahatam naram. Dhatarityahatam naram.
Brahman Vidhe Virincheti. Dhatarityahatam naram.
Brahman Vidhe Virincheti. Dhatarityahatam naram. Brahman Vidhe Virincheti. Dhatarityahatam naram.
Srif Padme, Srihi Padme, Srif Padme, Srif Padme Kamale Lakshmi, Lakshmi, Lala, Lakshmi. It's not Lakshmi. Yeah, just okay. Srihi Padme, Srif Padme Kamale Lakshmi.
Shri Padme Kamale Lakshmi. Shri Padme Kamale Lakshmi.
Tyaga Mata Chatam Striyam.
Tyaga Mata Chatam Striyam. Tyaga Mata Chatam Striyam.
Lakshmi Iti Aha.
Lakshmi iti.
aha.
So Lakshmi iti aga, we become Lakshmi tyaga. When you split it, right, it is Lakshmi iti aga, ityaga. So Sri Padme Kamale Lakshmi iti. That's how we have to split. But anyway, we are not going to split in the half.
Don't pause after
Pause after.
Lakshmi.
Yeah.
Lakshmi, then Tyaga is
Tyaga.
wrong.
So yeah, we have to say together.
You have to
Lakshmi
say
tyaga,
together,
because
okay?
it is Lakshmi iti aha. Lakshmi tyaga, one word. Sri Padme Kamale Lakshmi tyaga mata chatam striyam.
Shri Padme Kamale Lakshmi Tyaga Mata Chatam Striyam. Shri Padme Kamale Lakshmi Tyaga Mata Chatam Striyam. Brahman Vide Virinche Vidhata Vidyahatam Naram. Shri Padme Kamale Lakshmi Tyaga Mata Chatam Striyam. Brahman Vide Virinche Vidhata Vidyahatam Naram. Shri Padme Kamale Lakshmi Tyaga Mata Chatam Striyam.
So then Mata, Mahalakshmi becomes the Mata here. The second line, you see the word Mata. She becomes the mother because she has created this twin, right? Now this mother Mahalakshmi, she calls this male form as Brahman, Brahma,
Vidhi.
Vidhi, Vidhe. That is, she is
Addressing
Vidhi. Virinchi. Virinchi is again another name for Brahma. Dhata,
Another name.
another name for Brahma. So she calls the male form as Brahma, Vidhi, Virinchi, and Dhata. And then iti aha tam naram. Tam, that male. Naram means male. That male
Gets
person,
these four names.
she addresses with these four names. And then the tam striyam at the end. Tam striyam.
So she created one male and one female, right?
That
so that's female.
woman, that Stree form, she addresses her as Shri, Shrihi, Padma, Kamala, Lakshmi.
And Lakshmi. Four
Iti
names.
aha means she addresses. She calls them, calls the female form as Shrihi, Padma, Kamala, and Lakshmi. So these are the four names she gives to each of these male and female form.
Both are sitting in the lotus.
They are Kamalasane. So they are
sitting.
both when
They're
they are
both.
created itself, they are created with the Kamalasanam.
Brahma and Lakshmi, they are in the lotus.
So no picture you will see for Mahalakshmi or Brahma without a Kamalasana. You have seen that, right? Every
Always.
time you see Brahma and Lakshmi, they will be seated on the
Lotus.
So that is how they are created. So I think we will stop here because the next one, Mahakali, is going to get in action. We will wait for tomorrow's class for that. Okay. Very nice. So I think tomorrow when we finish the entire Rahasya Traya, hopefully the Prādhānika Rahasyam, you can recite all of it together.
Any Sai, you had a question?
So the Mahakali is different from the first chapter now. And Mahasara, because she has 10 heads, and then now she has only one head.
Yeah, the mantra, the Sukshma is the same, but Sthula, yes, the Mahakali's explanation with the she may not have the same Argudas which she's having, because here she is having four hands.
Chaturbhuja.
She is as a Chaturbhuja. Mahakali is what is in the Rahasatrayam. You cannot say they are different. It's a different form. Even now you can see that she has taken so many forms like Mahamari, Duratyaya. What are the 10 names?
Mahakali,
Chuda, Trishna,
Trishna,
Chaikavira, Kadaratri.
So each one of those 10 forms of 10 names of Mahakali will have 10 different forms.
Yeah.
They'll not have the same number of heads.
The moment you create a name, you create a form. So Nama Rupa.
Okay. So keep thinking and keep, you have to contemplate and, try to understand what you heard today.
Yeah.
And until we see tomorrow, I think tomorrow is the next class. Until then, bye. Goodbye to all of you, and see you all soon. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha.